Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. In and amongst all this turmoil, Bitcoin price eyeing 7,000 after the Fed says it has infinite cash. So Bitcoin and gold showed clear signs of strength on March 24th as the United States Federal Reserve revealed the true extent of its money printing. And guys, if you didn't catch it, this man here, Neil Kashkari, president of the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis, said Sunday night on 60 Minutes that there is an infinite amount of cash in the Federal Reserve. We will do whatever we need to do to make sure there's enough cash in the banking system, i.e., printing as much as the Fed needs in order to help prop the economy, in order to, in their eyes, prevent any further catastrophes. Well, some people are suggesting that this is crazy, that the US dollar will be prone to inflation, that there will be a lot of problems that will come as a result of this. And some are suggesting that Bitcoin is soaring because of this. Now, I don't know if that is the case. Let's continue reading. Having cleared 6,000 on Monday, BTC USD went on to hold ground at around 6,500. At the same time, gold rallied as market analysts suggested its recent sell-off was over. So market analysts suggesting, these alternative types of investments are thriving now because people are really losing faith in the U.S. economy. And so how to safeguard yourself against something? Well, invest in gold, invest in Bitcoin as some potential options. And here we have it, okay? The 7,000 mark for Bitcoin would bring us up to about here approximately. Okay, this is about 7,000, so just at the tip of this candlestick wick. And Bitcoin trading right now at 67.20, so roughly around 6,700. I personally don't think this is going to last. And you can call me a doomsday or naysayer, but realistically, at this point in time, we are still nowhere near what I think is the bottom of the market, and I think that these alternative investments are going to continue to go down with it. Guys, this is the S&P 500 on the daily, and you can see strong moves down followed by slight corrections, slight retracements on the upside. But guys, look at the overall trend of the market. Look at the volume. Look at how much it has increased since mid-February. Huge sell-offs, and despite the fact that we do see a lot of green candlesticks, we are gapping down severely. The sell-offs are continuing, plummeting significantly as these sell-offs continue, with some hope, some retracement, some buyers thinking to themselves, maybe the worst of it is over. No, I don't think it is. So long as this beer flu is a problem, which at the time of this recording, it is still a pandemic across the globe, okay? This is something that we have never seen in our lifetimes. So I think this will continue to fall. Guys, don't get too excited quite yet. The one thing you can do, though, is have cash on hand, have cash on the side. If you are looking to invest, if you are looking to make money, the best thing you can do is find ways to scrounge up cash and stockpile it, have it on the side. And of course, I am going to tell you when I think the market has found its bottom and when it's finally time to reinvest in the stock market, to get into cryptocurrencies. But now's not the time. I still think we are going to see lower lows for the stock market, for BTC as well, for XRP as well, for every cryptocurrency. Right now we're in a holding pattern, guys. This is a waiting game. This from Mac Attack XRP at Mac Attack XRP on Twitter. XRP-Ledger-based banking app to launch an iOS app and Google Play Store. So this from Newslogical, and it's Veets Vins, baby. Zoom is set to launch its public beta on iOS App Store and Google Play Store. The firm behind the project said it had added some lines of code and has made some fixes on the application. In a statement by Veets Vind, Zoom developer from XRPL Labs Inc., he says down here in the tweet, last lines of code, last fixes, last upgrades for the beta site. Yes, we're actually going to publish the Zoom public beta to the iOS App Store and Google Play Store today. So guys, if you're interested in this, I will link the tweet in the description if you want to read more. If you want to try out Zoom, that's some interesting news. And guys, I didn't think I'd be doing this right now, but I think it's time for a Bearable Guy video. Yes, XRP Mammy at XRP_Mammy on Twitter said, wow, in BG we trust. For those of you guys who think it's photoshopped, and for those of you guys who are not looking at the screen, remember the three-peak riddle that Bearable Guy posted over a year ago. This was from January 21st, 2019. And I believe that this original 3P clue was actually from before this, because I believe this was a retweet of someone, not an actual retweet, but a reconfirmation of the 3-peak riddle. So there's a lot of things in here. There's the 3 peaks, so it begins, some numbers on top of the letters, a 14 here with the heart. And a lot of people were trying to figure out what these 3 peaks mean. Well, Mammy, XRP Mammy on Twitter posts this, and it's a photo of who I believe is the Prime Minister of South Korea. Is this him? I know I might get some flack from some South Koreans because I didn't get that right. But for those of you guys who think it's photoshopped, think again. Google South Korea declares war on the beer flu. And by beer flu, I don't mean beer flu. I mean the real term for it. Then go to images, scroll, and you will see President, yes, it is the President of South Korea, wearing this gear. BG123 was warning that the beer flu was going to be the catalyst to get the ball rolling. Global reset time, folks. Isn't it uncanny how similar this is? You guys can see it right here. And, you know, when I first saw it, I thought it was photoshopped as well, but I did just that. I looked up South Korea declares war on the beer flu. And you guys can see there are many photos with this image here of the President of South Korea with that logo on his shirt. So is there something we should know about this? What does this mean? And I'm sure South Koreans are very aware what this means. It took me some research to look into this and what it did mean. This from QUORA: why do members of South Korea's cabinet wear this yellow jacket? And so Dan Kim responds, worked in defense R&D banking, currently in asset management, which is quite interesting. And as a sidebar, quite a coincidence that he is in the banking sector, currently in asset management, whoever he is. This from back in 2016. The yellow jacket is the uniform of the Republic of Korea's civil defense. You can buy and own one for $20. And guys, right here is the uniform. Right here, you guys can see the logo on the hat and on the jacket. But let's keep reading here. So Korea has a conscription system for all men. In addition to serving in the military, all able-bodied Korean males must serve in the reserves for 6 years after discharged from the military. And after that, they are required to join the civil defense until they're 40 or 45 in national emergency. This is the uniform they'd wear in the civil defense. In addition, government officials and employees, including the President of Korea, are automatically enlisted in the civil defense regardless of prior experience in the military. During national defense drills, members of civil defense wear the yellow jackets and perform their duties, which includes evacuation of general populace communication, surveillance, and maintain order. Civil defense forces aren't normally armed, but they will be in the event of war. So, civil defense, controlling the crowd, making sure people walk close to the wall on their way to the nearest bomb shelter. And guys, you can see the logo here on the flag as well. The 3 peaks that many of us couldn't correlate from this image. Now, this begs the question, is Bearableguy South Korean? We know there have been issues with South Korean exchanges not properly listing the volume and therefore altering, in effect, the market cap of XRP on exchanges. This happened back in 2017 during the bull run. So the emblem for the civil defense uniform of South Korea, what could Bearableguy have meant by this? Could it been that, you know, in the event of a cataclysmic crash, this will get the XRP snowball rolling? And we've already seen it, okay? I've been doing videos about how this could essentially catapult cryptocurrency, and namely Ripple and XRP utility, because of this unforeseen event. And perhaps if Bearableguy happens to be South Korean, maybe this was his way of demonstrating that this is when we will see XRP utility come to be. In the case of an emergency, I was continuing to do some research about the emblem and, went to Google Images, South Korean Civil Defense logo, went to Images and saw this stamp here from the Republic of Korea, 1976. You can see the emblem on the flag there, and some other emblems here, bomb shelter, warnings, the Civil Defense logo on these warnings, and I even found a video here on YouTube, South Korea conducts civil defense drill, and you can see the emblem here, showed very clearly in this video. So these signs are showing where there are bomb shelters in South Korea in the case of an emergency, and I'm assuming in some cases maybe when they're just doing bomb drills. So sound the alarm! The Fed is printing money, and the world hasn't seen anything like this, at least not in my lifetime. Depending on how old you are, I'm sure you feel the same way. Could Bearableguy have been pointing to an emergency of epic proportions that would ultimately catapult the need for cryptocurrency whether we like it or not? Will governments of the world get on side, fast-tracking their cryptocurrency laws, and thus opening the floodgates for Ripple and XRP utility to start flowing? So it begins, guys. Is it beginning right now? I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.